Hi, I'm Claire Drynan from Spark.Grow, part of the Pathways team at South of Scotland Enterprise. Here's a mistake I see people make when starting self-employment. They think they have to figure it all out alone. They don't tell anyone what they're doing, they don't ask for help, they try to do everything themselves, and then they burn out, or give up, or feel completely isolated. Self-employment can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Let me show you how to build a support system that actually keeps you going. Going alone is one of the hardest paths you can take in self-employment. Think about it. When you're employed, you have built-in support. You have colleagues to bounce ideas off, a manager to give direction, team members to share the workload, regular contact with other humans. And when you go self-employed, suddenly you're the only one making decisions. There's no one to ask, is this normal? No one sees when you're struggling. You can go days without speaking to another professional, and every setback feels massive because you're carrying it alone. And here's what happens. You start doubting yourself more. You procrastinate because there's no external accountability. You make avoidable mistakes because you didn't have anyone to sense check with. You give up earlier than you would have if someone was cheering you on. And the truth is, no successful self-employed person did it completely alone. They had people around them, maybe not formally, but they had support. And you need it too. You don't need a massive network. You need the right kinds of support. There are 4 distinguishable types. So the first one is accountability support. Someone who checks in and asks, did you do what you said you'd do? And this isn't about judgment, it's about gentle pressure to keep moving forward. This could be a fellow self-employed friend who's also starting out, a mentor or a coach, even a supportive partner or family member. All you do is tell them your weekly goal. They check in and ask, how did it go? Your second is expertise support. People who know things you don't. When you're starting out, you can't be an expert at everything. Tax, marketing, legal, anything to do with tech or finances. This could be an accountant, even just for setup advice, a business advisor, perhaps at Business Gateway or South of Scotland Enterprise, or other self-employed people further ahead than you. They can answer specific questions when you're stuck. How do I register? What should I charge? How does tax work? The third one is emotional support. So people who believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. The ones who say, you can do this when you're having a terrible day. This could be close friends or family, other entrepreneurs who understand the roller coaster that you are on, a coach or a mentor or a therapist, depending on your needs. They will listen to when you are struggling, remind you of why you started, and celebrate your wins. And the fourth one is peer support. So people in the same boat as you, other self-employed people, especially those just starting out. So that could be within your local networking groups, your online communities, people you meet at business events. They can share their own personal experiences, perhaps normalise the struggle that you might be feeling. Maybe you feel less alone. You don't need all of these from day one, but you do need at least 2 types. The first one, accountability, and another one. And the question is, how do you actually find these people? So step 1, start with who you already know. Make a list. So who do I know who's self-employed? Who do I know who's supportive and believes in me? And who could I ask for advice? Reach out to one person. Just say, hey, I'm starting out in self-employment. Could I ask you a few questions? Most people are happy to help and go into more detail on their journey. Step 2, access free or paid for support. There are lots of resources out there, including Business Gateway, local networking groups, online communities, business coaches and mentors. South of Scotland Enterprise are another one, and Chamber of Commerce. And then step 3, so find your accountability partner. This can be someone also starting out, a coach or a close friend or family member. The purpose of this is to meet or message weekly and say, this week I'm going to do X. And for the other person to check in on you and ask, how did you get on with Y? Step 4, show up consistently. Support systems don't work if you disappear and go it alone. It doesn't have to feel overwhelming or like it's additional work. Just pick one thing. So do the networking group, a weekly check-in, a community, and commit to showing up. Even when you don't feel like it, it can be the most powerful tool to move you forward in your own business. The reality is, you will fall behind sometimes. You'll have a bad week, you'll miss your goal, you'll feel like giving up. The key thing to remember is that this is when your support system matters the most. Don't hide, don't disappear, don't pretend everything is fine. Reach out. Message your accountability partner for help. Post in your community to ask for guidance and ask your coach or mentor, can you move forward? People can't support you if they don't know you need support. And here's the thing, when you're honest about struggling, other people open up too, and you realise that you're not alone. You realise that everyone has bad weeks, and this is just a small bump in the road. That's the power of a good support system. To summarise, self-employment doesn't mean doing it alone. It means taking responsibility for building the support you need around you. You need people who will check in, people who know more than you, people who believe in you, and people who are in the same boat. Use the worksheet alongside this video to map out your support system and identify who you need in your corner. Then reach out to one person this week, just one. You don't have to do this alone.